Cody Rhodes has once again strongly hinted at the upcoming future, so we'll see what's that about. We'll also check out what's going on with Alexa, Charlotte, and more. Starting things off with Cody Rhodes and the latest there for the build-up to Summerslam's major main event for the second night. Last week was that important segment with the contract signing, and we broke down how it felt like the double turn took place there within that segment. But the July 25th edition of SmackDown featured Cody Rhodes delivering some words intended for John Cena. Cody noted that he didn't want to face this version of John Cena that was a shell of himself and acting differently. He doesn't want to face the guy that's counting down the days until he's leaving. Cody wants to face prime John Cena. He wants Cena to come out at SummerSlam and be himself. He wants Cena to talk with Stu, the cameraman, wants him to run down the entrance ramp and be that original true version of himself, because that's who Cody wants to face and defeat. He doesn't want to defeat this cheap version of John Cena. He wants to go head-to-head with that true babyface version. So the fact that Cody Rhodes is basically begging for the babyface version of John Cena to show up at SummerSlam, that's making fans wonder that if Cena is going to show up as a babyface, what would that make Cody Rhodes? Is Cody begging for babyface Cena to show up? Another hint for Cody's heel turn? A lot of fans just feel like something is definitely starting to come through the cracks here with Cody Rhodes. You had his questionable actions with the contract signing, and now you have him begging for Cena to be his normal self again. It hasn't exactly been the strongest build-up for this SummerSlam main event matchup. We only saw both men together for the contract signing, and they'll be in the same ring again, with each other on the August 1st edition of SmackDown. So when you only had two segments together to build up the match, that does make things a bit difficult to really go in depth. But their August 1st segment should definitely serve as that last big segment to hype up the match, and maybe they'll continue this trend of teasing and hinting at the double turn. With all this set up and tease for the double turn, this has fans thinking that they're going one of two ways. Either it's straightforward and we'll simply see the double turn take place at SummerSlam, or they're going in a whole other direction, and the double turn teasers is just to get everyone off the scent of the real plans. That's really the only two directions here. But the double turn does still feel like the best case scenario for both men. Cody Rhodes gets his title back, but he's no longer the same honorable man that won it last year. He's now a bit more corrupted and evil and has to embrace his dark side to win that title back. It's something that's been brought up in the story before, but John Cena told Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 that the championship gets heavier as time goes on, how the responsibilities and weight just continues to grow. Even CM Punk touched on this during his feud with John Cena from earlier this year. Punk was reflecting on his 2012 heel turn, saying that it was something about the championship that corrupted him and made him go down that dark path. And all that is making everyone wonder if that's where Cody Rhodes is at right now. He feels this responsibility to save the championship from John Cena's grasp, but he very well may be getting corrupted along the way. And for John Cena, the double turn helps him immensely as well. It'll get John Cena back on the path of being a beloved hero for the final months of his career and freshen things up there a bit. It was definitely a treat seeing a heel version of John Cena during his final year, but with The Rock gone, Travis Scott dropped, and the championship gone, why would John Cena remain a heel under those circumstances? Might as well turn him back and let him finish his career as his true normal self. Heel John Cena was cool on paper as a concept, but it just looks like they never had a true direction of what they actually wanted to do with him. So if he turns back into a babyface, we can see him do something that he hasn't done mostly all year long, and that's go after some big heel names. All the segments continue to hint at the double turn, so we'll have to see if that's the path they want to go in after all. Alexa Bliss faced off against Roxanne Perez this week, and this is just 1 week removed from Charlotte pinning Raquel, due to some help from Alexa. So now it was Alexa's turn to keep that momentum going and score a win over the other half of the women's tag team champions. And there was some beautiful storytelling here that took place in the closing moments of the match. Alexa was up on the top turnbuckle in perfect position to hit her Twisted Bliss move on a knocked out Roxanne, but Alexa looks over and sees Raquel about to take out Charlotte. So Alexa is up there on the turnbuckle and has to make a big decision on the fly. Either jump on Roxanne and secure the victory, or jump on Raquel and save Charlotte. Alexa's decision ending up being to save Charlotte Flair from harm. So Alexa sacrificed the victory in the match in order to save Charlotte there, and since Alexa chose to save Charlotte, this meant that Alexa gave Roxanne enough time to get herself back together. Roxanne scored a sneaky roll-up win over Alexa, while also holding onto the ropes as an extra cheating gesture. On top of all that chaos, Alexa had her face busted as well, so just not a smooth night for Alexa and Charlotte at all. They had the good week where everything went right for them. But on this week's SmackDown, things didn't go in their direction at all. Charlotte then checked on Alexa backstage, saying that they can't let themselves slip up like this at SummerSlam itself. Alexa appreciated Charlotte checking on her, and Charlotte said that she had to do that for her partner. Alexa did tease Charlotte about how she almost used the word friend, but that's when Charlotte Flair dropped pretty much a new proposal to Alexa. Charlotte said once they win the tag team titles together, then maybe they can revisit the entire friendship conversation again. So that is a nice little addition to their story and keeps their great progression going. It started with Charlotte wanting nothing to do with Alexa, but then she opened to the idea of having an ally, not really a friend. But if they win the tag team titles and keep having success together, it looks like Charlotte will fully accept Alexa as a friend. And that's a very big deal itself, because the Charlotte Flair character has not had many friends on screen at all. So if she does label Alexa Bliss as a friend eventually, it will be a big moment because of that reason right there. A lot of fans were also worried about Alexa's status following what appeared to be a very brutal nose injury. But Alexa took to social media to thank everyone for their concern, but said she was 1,000,000% fine. So SummerSlam will be a tough call for the women's tag team titles. You can argue that Alexa and Charlotte have a good shot at winning the titles since they're easily the hottest team in the division. But you also have fans that feel like the women's tag team titles have to stay with the Judgment Day, at least until Liv Morgan comes back to build that narrative there. So we'll see what they end up doing, but that match result looks like it can definitely go either way. Bayley and Lyra made a surprise off-camera appearance at the July 25th edition of SmackDown that actually did contain a decent amount of storytelling and reveals for their program. Bayley got on the mic and explained her actions for getting the tag titles match booked on Raw from the week prior. Bayley said she put Lyra and herself in that match out of the kindness in her heart, but Bayley also revealed what a lot of fans were already discussing. Bayley said she also did it because she herself was out of a SummerSlam match, thanks to Lyra. Bayley asked Lyra to explain herself, but Bayley took a page out of The Rock's book and said that it didn't matter what she had to say, and how it was all water under the bridge. So it's going to be interesting to see where this story goes for all the characters, but definitely for Bayley. She missed WrestleMania, and now she confirmed here that missing SummerSlam was also getting under her skin. So will she make any drastic moves due to the frustrations from being left out of those major shows? No denying that it's a strong possibility. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.